Hi everyone, and as we all know, Valentine's Day is coming up. And if you're looking for a DIY Valentine that you can make, that you can also plant outside and or plant in your garden, keep watching this video. I have an example here of what we're going to make. I call it a Plantable Valentine. It's going to look like this. And it is basically recycled paper mixed with wildflower seeds or any other kind of seeds. And you give this to your Valentine and with instructions on how to plant it in the garden and water it and wait for the flowers to grow. So the materials you're going to need for this craft are paper scraps, recycled paper. You want paper that is not from a magazine or any glossy type paper. You'll need your seeds. So right here I have wildflower seeds. Smaller seeds are better than larger seeds. I have a spatula and a spoon here. A bowl, a pot to heat up your water, either a food processor or a blender. And here I have my contraption to squeeze the water out, which you'll need later on. It has a cookie sheet with a wire rack on top of it, and then mesh on top of that. This mesh is similar to a window screen. It has very small holes in it. And right here we have white paper, and in this example, and another one we have made, we have dyed the paper to make it a different color. An easy way to do this is just to use food coloring. And one last thing you'll need is a cookie cutter to mold your Valentine or your gift in whatever shape you would like. For Valentine's Day, of course, we've selected a heart shape. So for step one, you're going to take your paper and just tear it into pieces, an inch, couple inches, and then you're going to place those in a bowl. And you'll need about that much paper for this size cookie cutter that we have chosen to use. Next, you're going to pour boiling water over your paper. You want to pour just enough of boiling water to cover the paper, but the bowl doesn't need to be full. So, as you can see, I have dyed my mixture with some food coloring. It looks very orange here, but it changes color a bit. It'll be a more salmon color, as we've discovered through trying this craft out before. So after you dye the mixture, you want to let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. After you've let your mixture sit for about 10 to 15 minutes, you want to pour the whole thing into your food processor or blender, and you want to blend it a little bit so that it's mostly blended, but there are still some bigger texture pieces to your mixture. place your cookie cutter mold on your mesh and spoon some of the mixture into the cookie cutter. I'm going to spoon some in and press it into the shape with the spoon. After you've pressed with your paper towel, you can take a straw and poke a hole in your mold. If you wanted to later tie a string through it like I have done with this original one. Now I'm going to just pick up the cookie cutter, and it has stayed in the shape. So enjoy making and giving this gift to your Valentine.